So how was Vernon yesterday? I didn't get to hear any of it.
Good.
Yeah, very good.
Good. No, we went to see Oasis again on Saturday.
You did?
Yeah, well, the thing was, I had Jane's brother down and family this weekend,
Right.
and then it dawned on me on Friday, I thought, actually, we could go and see it again. And Rachel was half talking about going, but in the end, she never did. So we went to see him again. Different gig completely.
I heard.
It was just fantastic. And whatever was wrong on Thursday, we were saying this yesterday, was completely rectified on
Right.
Saturday. The sound and whatever was great.
Well, that's why I said they didn't sound... the band were great on Thursday. And the crowd were great on Thursday. And Liam's vocals were great. And Noel was on top form. And Chris Sherritt, the drummer, was amazing. Nothing to do with them. It was to do with something else.
I just don't think it was loud enough. And actually, we got there early and we saw Kasabian this time, who were absolutely superb.
Yeah,
Right. The whole, I mean, well, they're not really a warm-up act, are they? But technically on the bill they were. The whole place was just jumping up and down. It was great.
I heard Liam was in stand-up comedian mode.
Yeah, he did crack a few jokes.
I believe Liam said at one point, "Take That played here the other week, and he had this, halfway through the gig, they had this great big fat elephant appeared, which is weird because I didn't think they'd let him back in the band."
I got a good laugh.
Thanks so much. I'm here all week. Try the veal. So nothing, no revelations from the show with Vernon.
No, it was all fine.
really.
Was he on time?
Yeah, he was on time. I don't think he particularly enjoyed Cheggers' pop quiz, to be honest with you.
Did he struggle?
It was a technical challenge.
He didn't enjoy it. He didn't
Press the buttons, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't think he liked Alid sort of hovering
Well, hang
over.
on. When we left this the other day, we agreed, no offence to Vernon, but we agreed that because he's technically rubbish, that Alad would press the buttons for him and he would just sit on the microphone.
He joked afterwards that he wanted to clip it for his show reel, but I don't think he really did. No, we had a laugh about it, but he didn't particularly enjoy it.
Right. Bearing in mind he's worked here for, what, 8 years? I remember being in the studio about a year ago with him and he went, "Right, it's time for the news now." And a fella leans over and points at the news button, which has got news written on it. And he goes, "That one." Right. You thinking about, seriously?
But no, it's all good. I think, he struggled with the alarm clock and he looked knackered.
Oh, well, everybody looks knackered when they do the show. Everybody looks knackered at this time in the morning, whether they do the show or not. Here's the clip of Dave's bad acting, by the way, from the end of yesterday's show.
Chris will be back from his Strictly Come... Oh, sorry, his...
Just away. Just say away.
His long weekend away.
Do you know what? I'll give you that. It's not too...
Not
as
bad.
Not as bad as Dominic was making it out to be.
Exactly.
Just say away. Just say he's been away.
Chris will be back from his Strictly Come... Oh, sorry, his...
Yeah, so I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.
Really?
I am not doing Strictly Come Dancing.
You need a T-shirt.
Well, but it's more believable because you've got so much form in the blurting out.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
stuff you're not meant to.
That's what it is. No offence, Dave. It's not the acting.
Is it because I have a history of opening my mouth when I shouldn't do?
Yeah. As the newspapers would say, you have a history of gaffes. Which I always thought was the fellow who deals in lots of property. But no.
I have a career of gaffes.
Yeah, you do. Who's dead today that isn't actually dead? Here we go.
It's always been accidental, though.
Yeah.
The Don McLean one was unfortunate because he was gigging in Glasgow that night.
Okay, so here comes the text. C in Devon said, "Did you watch the interview with Katie Price and Piers Morgan?" I didn't see it. Did anyone see it?
No,
Yeah.
I missed it.
No.
I didn't see all of it, but I saw a bit of it.
And
I've heard about it.
how was it?
Do you know it's exactly as I think you'd imagine she would be?
Did she cry?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was... I didn't warm to her, to be honest.
Was it real?
She has had a really bad thing happen. She basically lost a baby, and it was awful, and that's really awful stuff. But I just didn't...
When did she
That
lose
was
the
left
baby?
just before she ran the marathon.
Right.
And so she confessed all this on TV, and obviously really, really difficult. So that must be really hard for her. But that was left right to the end, and I just didn't warm to her. And it's like, in the end, I really felt for her, but I just kind of... My personal opinion is don't go and air it in public. It's just... I felt for Peter though when he came in as well. But yeah, it was quite a sad interview.
Oh, I bet.
Other than that bit, she was pretty much sort of on the same level all the way through, if you like, just sort of batting off the questions. And you should have a watch of it. It's quite fascinating.
I couldn't watch it because it's got a Piers Morgan slimy face all over it.
Can you edit him out or not? Well, that wouldn't be the same, would it?
I mean, Katie, come on. God. That's what a mother could do better interviews than that.
Does she come over as being quite hard all the way through it?
About hard, just very,
Defensive.
very controlled. I think is probably the word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did they ask her about sleeping with that fellow in Ibiza?
I don't know. They may have done. I didn't see all of it.
I don't think they did.
Oh, really?
I saw it right up until the last few minutes. So unless because I fell asleep.
That's a great. You fell asleep.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's a good review.
That's your big exclusive.
It was compelling watching. But yeah, you're right. It was controlling. It was kind of, it was quite sad.
I think it's really sad to get somebody on as a guest just because they're going through a big public breakup. I think it's very. I mean, we'd never do a thing like that.
No.
So.
And make them wear a t-shirt. No.
Came on to plug his single.
Exactly.
That's right.
And he did.
He did it very well.
Yep.
How you doing, party people? It's Peter Andre here. Well, who knows if it's all going to work out. JLS are on the show today.
Very excited about that.
That's Justin, Lee, and Sam. JLS. And
I feel like it's a bit wrong. I got a little bit giddy when I met them at the big weekend. They did a little bit in the kind of bar at the back, just a bit of a cappella singing, and I got a little bit giddy.
They did a little bit on stage with us.
I know, but that was a big thing. Like before that, they just did a little thing at the back.
It was enormous, Kerry.
It was huge for them.
I know.
It was the biggest gig they've ever done.
Yeah.
They sounded very good.
Back in Dominic and Dave.
Yeah. Lucky them.
Doing Lambuna.
My Lambuna.
Have we ever played that?
My Lambuna. No.
We never played that in the end.
Not the live version.
Do you know what? It looks all right if you've seen the video of it. It doesn't look too bad.
Just to highlight the set.
Yeah.
Nobody forgot their words, nothing. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
I made a few mistakes on the guitar though.
I didn't come across.
Didn't it? No. Oh, good.
You hit it well, like I hit the fact that I didn't know what the words well. And neither did Richard.
Well, no, but when you forgot some words, you held the microphone out to the audience and smiled, and I think that's what you have to do. That's the law of forgetting words, isn't it?
No, what you got to do is remember the words.
No, that, yeah.
That's rule number one.